Hello everyone and welcome to episode 9 of the Pro Wrestling Noah series here on the channel, the fan-voted series on the channel, as we're now in the year 2012, and it's the Great Voyage Tour. We're going to knock out both the Great Voyage in Osaka, number 1, and the Great Voyage in Tokyo, volume 1. So, that is, it's going to be a long-ass tour. It's going to be the longest tour of the series. I think it's 11 shows total. Might be 10. It's either 10 or 11. Without further ado, let's go right into the tour goals, because we don't want to waste any more time here, as we're going to have Kashida join Laughter 7 this tour. This is going to be probably the first show, just to get it right out of the way, and just have it to where we now have like 9-10 shows of them just kind of building up and towards having Kushida, teaming up with Kendo Cash, and you see there, he's going to team up with Kendo Cash in the GHC Junior Tag Team title match against Tsujua and Katori Suzuki at the Great Voyage in Osaka Volume 1 show. That's exciting. And, hopefully, and then you see there that they are going to be the champions, so they're going to win, and they're going to take on the No Mercy team of Loki and Yoshida Kanemaru at the Great Voyage in Tokyo Volume 1 show. So that's pretty fun, So, Laughter 7 going to have a big break as far as, they are going to be having a bit of a mini push going on, as is pretty much tradition with any new stable. It seems like I do. They just get mini pushed, and then if you're Los Perros de Mal de Japón, then you just kind of get left alone for a while because your stats aren't great. But hopefully that goes well. Obviously Kushida's kind of there as far as ratings go. Kendo Cash in not so much, but it should be fun though. Should still be a fun match and a fun idea at least. As then the second tour goal, let's get an 81 plus rating match this tour. Let's break our old record with this tour. This should be, there's pretty good matches on this card, I think, and really, either the Kenta Sakuraba match or even the Kenta Tsujua match has a chance to do that. The way Kenta's been performing, he's been busting his ass off, so that should be very fun. And then we're going to job out Muhammad Yan and Koji Kanamoto before their contracts expire. That's pretty simple, Actually, we skipped over maybe Alliance Loan Kaiji Muto for the Great Voyage in Tokyo Volume 1 show. That's just an idea, just to change it up. I think we should be able to get Kaiji Muto. We maybe not, though, at the same time, because I'm like, well, I think actually Kaiji Muto might be, obviously with Wrestle 1, we probably won't be able to get him, but maybe, though. Actually, I think Wrestle 1, I don't think it's a thing yet. Unless it is, I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's not. Let's just go ahead. I think it's not a thing yet. So yeah, he should just be in All Japan. And he is the CEO. Never mind, that's not gonna happen. He probably won't be able to loan him out there. So that's okay. It's a waste of a tour goal. But hey, thought about it. Hey, it's not possible. So it's not a big deal there. Obviously, now we've talked about jobbing out Muhammad Yan and Koji Kanamoto. So don't overbook people during this tour shows. We have so many tour shows. We don't want to overbook people. We don't want them to get injured. We have a long tour, so we don't want to just, we have it's somewhat of a big roster. We have 58 people. Let's use, all 58 people if we can. And, if we need to loan people in and bring them in to have a couple of matches on the tour, might as well, type of deal. But, it should be a pretty fun tour, though. Obviously, the long tours, you get a little nervous because it's just like, man, it's going to be a lot of time booking, but at least we have a vision of what we want for this first Great Voyage in Osaka show. Main event, Takayama and Loki taking on Kenta. Obviously, Tsujua being someone that's going to be a part of DDT in the future, probably won't be using him a whole lot, so this is kind of like the farewell of using Takayama and Loki for now, until DDT runs out of business, because they have now signed so many goddamn people. Unless somehow they make money, but I doubt it. But that should be that should be a very, very much a positive force going forward for the Tsujua being used here to elevate Kenta even more. Hopefully we'll be able to get him back, though, because, he's Tsujua. He's basically been a part of Pro Wrestling Noah since the beginning of his career. Once he kind of went through MMA for a little bit, and then he came back. He's been basically part of Pro Wrestling Noah the entire time. If this was a good mod, he probably would have been loyal to him, but that's alright. That's fine. We'll deal with it. It's the changing of the mod. It's very rapid, and we're losing some top guys, but at least we've been able to secure some top guys as well, so that we don't have to lose like Kinta or somebody. That would have been embarrassing. As for the GHC Heavyweight Tag Titles, it is Saya Sanada and Manabu Soya taking on the Kings of Wrestling. Obviously, two teams that have excellent chemistry boost. Should go over really well. I mean, Kings of Wrestling have really come along. They've come a long way. And they are still running through tag teams, and it's been a great run. A great run. As, obviously, we have the Tag League coming up. That's the next tour. Which, are they going to go in as champions, or are they going to actually lose the belts before then? We'll have to wait and see. As for the GHC Junior Heavyweight the Junior Heavyweight title match, rather, it is Jimmy Yang making his first challenge, as he's taking on Taiji Shimori, who's making his first defense. As Taiji Shimori, of course, Savage, Jimmy Yang, them pull out some great ratings. That should be a fun match, though. Should be pretty fun. Then we're going to have a tag match of Laughter 7, Sakuraba and Shibata against Takayama and Loki. Kind of doesn't make any sense as far as, obviously Sakuraba and Shibata, two, heavyweights. Takayama's heavyweight, and then we have Loki in there as a junior, but Loki's talented enough that I think it can work. And it's a fun tag match, though. Should be a hard-hitting affair, as probably no one's going to sell, but that's alright. As the GHC Junior Tag Team title matchup of Kendo Kashin and Kashida against Tsujua and Kotori Suzuki. Obviously, we talked about that already. We're going to have Strong Big Japan of Daisuke Sakamoto, Yuji Kobayashi against Katsuhiko Nakajima, Kensuke Sasaki of Kensuke Office Level. We had Nakajima first, but that's okay. That should be a fun match as well. Obviously, Kensuke is going to be very much the carrying force in that one. And then a junior tag match of Nozawa and Super Crazy of Los Perros de Mal as De Japon as taking on Red Dragon. As obviously, that's the opener, and it's going to get very much overshadowed by a lot of matches. So far, we have 7 matches for the Great Voyage in Osaka show. We don't have an 8th one, but obviously we'll get there, and we'll figure it out by then. We still got a long ways away. It's okay if we don't have a complete card as of right now. We'll make something happen, I'm sure. We'll figure it out. As for the Great Voyage in Tokyo show, we only have 5 matches lined up. So we're going to have Sakuraba take on Kenta. Obviously, I think a lot of people are like, it should be Shibata, but we're going to have Shibata and Go in the co-main. That's kind of like a number 1 contenders match to see who will win and take on Kenta next in the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title matchup of No Mercy. Obviously, we talked about this already. Low-key, Kanamoto against Laughter 7, now the new champs at that point. Then we're going to have Kyle O'Reilly take on Taiji Shimori in a Junior Heavyweight title matchup. That's just a fun match for Kyle there. That's, big-time opportunity for him, but I think he's going to deliver, and I think it'll go well, and I think that, Taiji Shimori will be able to carry it to have a pretty good match. And Kyle O'Reilly's not bad himself, so that should be a pretty fun junior match. We're going to have Kinsuke Office, Kensuke Sasaki, Katsuhiko Nakajima, and Kenta Miyahara taking on the, anti-No Mercy Union team of Kenta Kobashi, Atsushi Aoki, and Kontora Suzuki. That should be a pretty fun match, obviously, and should be carried well by a lot of talented people in that match. So it should go over well as far as that goes. Obviously, that card needs a lot more work than the Great Voyage in Osaka show, as we have a lot of planning to do as far as that goes. And, without further ado, let's waste no more time here. Let's get it rolling. For this day 1 show, we have an incident. It's Kobashi and Go. As I hope it's okay, passing on tips on microphone work. Good stuff. So, we know we want to drop out Muhammad Yan. We know we want to drop out Koji Kanamoto. Plus, we want to add Kashida to Laughter 7. So let's just go ahead and add that. The Laughter 7 match now. So we'll have Kashida with Kendo Kashin, Katsuri Shibata. And we don't have Sakuraba yet. So that's alright. I forgot we need to unless he's he might not be able to be here actually. Yeah, he's not. Oh, and Koji Kanamoto's not able to be here either. Damn. But that's alright. We'll still make it work. We'll make it a 6-man. Shibata, Kushida, and Kendo Kashin. And we'll just have Yoshihiro Takayama, Loki, Kanamoto. There we go. But we'll give it 17 for now. I mean, I guess this could be the main event. As I will have Kushida get the win. He's going to beat Kanamoto. Just a nice, I mean, this could be a main, it could be a co-main. We'll just kind of see. As, then we'll have, obviously, with Takashi Tsujua, it's very much a interesting, you know, because we only have him for, I think, 6 shows. So we gotta be careful with that, obviously. We don't want to overbook him. So, but we'll, have Shiji with Muhammad Yan against the Kinta. And now we're kind of like, oh, which we do. We might have it be low-key here. Yeah, I think this is what we'll do. 20 minutes. We'll have Kinta beat Muhammad Yan. And then we'll have Jinbei be in that co-main match. And so let's just do that quickly. That's right, he's got a strain rotator cuff. That's okay, hopefully they do the carrying job in that match. There we go. So, we'll probably... I don't know why I have a singles matchup, but fuck it, we'll keep it. As, we'll... Alex Payne and, Satoshi Koji, because it's been a while since we've done this match. Yeah, since June. So basically at the start of the mod. We're gonna give it 10 minutes, and we're actually gonna have Alex Payne get a win. Just because he's actually came a long way from where he started, and he could use a nice win there. To kind of show that he's ready to be elevated into, like, a main roster position. Let's see, what we should do next. I mean, we got Momo no Sushin Tag. And, let's see, we can do exclude book. We can do Yin and Yang. Yeah, Yin and Yang has won a whole lot as of late. I think now we're going to give Momo no Sushin Tag a nice win here. Give him 16, even though Jimmy Yang's got obviously a title match coming up. Let's change that, actually, because of that. Because we know the title match is coming up. We'll do Ishimori. I forget if it's Aoki that he can't team with or Kotori Suzuki. I think it's Kotori Suzuki. As well as Ishimori beat Yoshitone. Nice. I'm gonna get that at 16. So that's pretty much the top part of the card. Now for the bottom half of the card, we'll probably another tag match. We could do Akatoshi Saito and Bison Smith. I'm trying to think what would be. So obviously we have Strong Big Japan, but we're going to make sure we don't use them too much at the same time. But yeah, I mean, we got Taue and Marufuji, which, poor Taue, he's been just jobbed out for just, I mean, everybody's beating him. I just kind of want to see what his record is. He has 6-12. It's not great. Hasn't had like a win in a long ass time. I'm just curious to see how far his pop's fallen since the start. Actually, not that bad. It went up for a little bit, and then it dropped down slowly. We'll give him a win. We'll give at least, yeah, Bison Smith, Keith Walker. Yeah, we'll have Taue beat Keith Walker, because fuck Keith Walker. Yeah, not a great match, but Marufuji should carry it. Plus, it's kind of like in a mid-card spot. I should put it right there. It would kind of be the opener. As I don't think we still... Yeah, we need to loan back Manabu Soya and Sonata. Obviously. Let's see, so Nakajima is kind of cool, as is, you know, Masado Tanaka, so we just want to do Kinsuke with Nakajima, and we'll throw Kobashi out there. I'm trying to think it would be a good junior to throw Kobashi in there with. I guess we could have him team with Okawa. Certainly a choice. We'll let it be 13, and we'll have Nakajima beat Okawa. Here we go. I mean, this is pretty much the card. As we got Gensuke. We'll have it be Taue. We just need to change a match to have it be Steal the Show. I guess we'll have it be this match here. Alright. Just curious where we have the show. I think it's at Kanto, so that's fine. Yep, that works for me. I'll save and run it. Does that mean 35? Could have been a lot worse. Alex Payne with a 48. Got a 44 for Kajiwara, as Alex Payne with a sweet spot. And 942. They still aren't over enough, but man, they are getting a lot better. Alex Payne almost in the 50s. Good stuff there. It's a 55 for Taue, Amara Fuji against Bison Smith and Keith Walker, as Akira Taue with the Chichibu Cement on Keith Walker, which is crazy, them doing that at 50 years old. Yeah, he got outperformed by everybody in the match, even got outperformed by Keith Walker. But hey, I wanted to give Taue a win, because he's Akira Taue. He's the man. So 57 for Kensuke and Nakajima against Kinta Kobashi and Yoshinari Ogawa's Nakajima with a British German suplex on Ogawa on 12:36. Kobashi was the best guy in the match, followed by Kensuke, and then Nakajima and Ogawa with a 49. Kensuke even was a little bit off his game, so it would have been a little bit closer to Kinta Kobashi, but that's okay. They weren't in a position where they needed to succeed or anything. Good junior tag match here of Ishimori and Atsushi Aoki of the Anti-No Mercy Union against Yin and Yang, as Ishimori pinning Yoshitown with the Hermo Celio as Jimmy Yang with a 62 for Ishimori. So that just kind of gives you an indication of where that match could be once we have it. It should be around the low to mid 60s, depending on what happens. So that's exciting. Yoshitown was a weak link. Yep, he got a 48. Not great, but everybody else in the match did pretty damn good. So that's a good sign there for the junior tag division. As the sixth man of Laughter 7 and No Mercy is Shibata, best guy in the match. Jinbei's injury really took a toll there, but it was still enough for it to, even with Kendo Cashin being off his game as well, still was enough to be carried thanks to the performance of Shibata and Takayama and even Kashida there with a 59. Yes, Kashida tapping down Yoshinobu Kanemaru with a Kashida lock. So it was pretty close, 59-57 for Kashida and Kanemaru. And I mean, some good stuff, good co-main event in front of 1,300 people. And then the main event is 69. It's Kenta pinning Muhammad Yan with Go to Sleep. 72 for Kenta, 63 for Loki, 63 for Tsujua, and then a 62 for Muhammad Yan. Muhammad Yan, I guess is, I'm assuming that his contract actually is up, and we had to loan him, would be my guess there on why he is like that. But yeah, because he's acting like he's a whole new person. That's alright though. I mean, pretty good match, pretty good show. 68, not bad at all for a tour show. We've had much worse. As not bad at all. Obviously, the opener was a bit lacking, thanks to them not having any pop. Other than that, pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Not a bad way to kick off the show, if I do say so myself. As now we have so many more shows to go. Very, very nervous about that. But hopefully it all comes together well, and hopefully it's it's a good tour. As we're obviously going through the month of February and the month of March for a little bit, so that's going to be it just kind of shows you how long this tour is. So yeah, we're right back for day 2 now, and now we'll hopefully be able to job out Kanamoto. So we'll see what we can do here. So we'll probably, since we haven't, we'll run somewhere ran to in the wild 850 people as the Chinatown Sports Center. Is there anything below that? There's another. We'll run Sapporo. We'll have a junior match of Kyle O'Reilly against Koji Kanamoto. If we can't, oh my god, he's still not here. They went back to back. Fucking New Japan. God damn it. It's tough. Tough. We'll have a tag match of Shibata. I'm using Shibata a lot lately, which I want to ease up on, but at the same time, kind of, probably should still use them. So we'll do Shibata and Kashida against Kinta and Loki, which is a great match. Very, very good match. We'll give it 25 minutes. So we'll have Loki get the win, though he's going to beat Kashida. Which is a tough loss for Kashida, but that's okay. So we'll have another tag match as the co-main. Two kings of wrestling against the team. I'm gonna do Tsujua and Muhammad Yan, even though they just lost. And we've done this match before, obviously, at the first Navigation Tour Day 7 show, where we had it for the belts. So this time it won't be for the belts, so it'll be a non-title match. So we're going to have Claudio beat Muhammad Yan. Yeah, now we'll have Muhammad Yan. If we book him some more, we'll have him get a win. Or two, just to kind of balance that out. Let's do a 6-man of Nakajima, Miyahara, and Okita. And they'll take on the team of Strong Big Japan and Masado Tanaka. Actually, we'll have it be Satoshi Kajiwara, just to add a little, just to be a little different. We're going to give it 12 minutes. Nakajima's gonna beat Kajiwara. Kajiwara taking a lot of falls, but welcome to the young lion life, my friend. There we go. So we'll do junior tag match. Momonosuke tag against Super Crazy Pero Aguayo Jr., which we have not done as far as the tag match goes, so that's fun. As we're gonna have Daisuke Harada beat Pero Aguayo Jr. I'm sure Pero loves that. Sure the people at the AAA office are loving that result. So I just fucked all that up. That's alright. Fix it though. It's 12 minutes. There we go. Yeah, because I think we'll have... Actually, it's probably best to have this be the match after the opener. So we need a mid-card match, and we probably need another mid-card match, to be fair. Just the way this card's looking. Well, they have Jado, so we can use Jado for something. Yeah, let's have it be a singles match. I'll have Kyle O'Reilly beat Jado. Woo! Yeah, they ain't gonna like that. Yeah, they are not gonna like that. In New Japan, they are just gonna be like, what the fuck? Cal beat him just to kind of get Cal up and ready before his junior title matchups, which he's got a long ways to go. Wow, we kept him strong. He put him over. Jado just being the man. God bless him. I'm kind of nervous about that match rating, but other than that, I'm happy that Jado put him over. And so we haven't used Morishima. We haven't used Goto. And trying to think who else we haven't used. Obviously, I haven't used Rajkan. I haven't used Ishikawa. Let's do Masado Tanaka with Shuji Shikawa. Just for the fuck of it, really. Teaming up against Morishima and Rikio. of Wild 2 fame. We'll give it 16. We'll have Morishima get the win as he's going to beat Shikawa. But that's a fun match though, besides Takeshi Rikio being involved. So we'll need to steal the show on the match, which will probably have to be this one. Alright. And another card in the books. Let's see how it goes. 51. Not a bad opener. As Daisuke Harada wins with a Harada pistol. So he did, I mean, it was close. You could have went either way. Super Crazy and Paraguay technically outperformed him because of, Super Crazy as 52. And even Paraguay being off his game. But still, I think the right team won, in my opinion, is Harada pinning Paraguay Jr. with the Harada pistol. 51. Almost 1,000 people, though. That's fun. 56 there for Kinsuke Office against Kajiwara and Strong League Japan as Nakajima pinning Kajiwara with the bridging German suplex hit again. So Kinta Miyara, best guy in the match. Hell yeah. Then Nakajima, second best guy. Daisuke with a 57-54 for Yuji Okabayashi. And of course 42s and 40s for Okita and Kajiwara. So 46. Oof. Both guys off their game. Jado slowed down by an injury. Kyle O'Reilly just went by submission. Guess Kyle doesn't have his finishers set. We'll have to check on that. But Kyle O'Reilly, though, at least he probably would have done a little bit better, obviously. Had them both be not off their games. But still, Kyle O'Reilly with a nice win, though. The 60 to get us back on track. As Morishima and Rikio beating Ishikawa and Masado Tanaka. As Morishima pinning Shuji Ishikawa with a backdrop driver. Hell yeah. I love a good backdrop driver. Just someone getting destroyed. As Morishima with a 63. 61 for Ishikawa, which is fucking crazy. Second best guy in the match. That's so awesome. Shuji Ishikawa becoming the man. And Processing Noah warms my heart in this save. As Masado Tanaka with a 58. And of course Rikio getting carried with a 43 being off his game as well. And a 73 for this tag team matchup. As a non-title matchup. The Kings of Wrestling against Tsujua and Muhammad Yan. Claudia pinning Muhammad Yan with a Ricola bomb in 15:39. As Hero, the 74, 66 for Claudio. They outperformed Tsujura and Muhammad Yan. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And then a 75 for the main event of Katsuri Shibata and Kashida against Kenta and Loki. Loki pinning Kushida's the Gal Stomp. 70 for Kenta, 72 for Shibata. Shibata outperformed Kenta, and then Kashida with Loki 65, and Kashida with 54. He was off his game as well. Sucks that Kashida was off his game because that would have been even better somehow, which is nuts. But what a fun main and co-main. What a great show. We got a 73. That's probably one of the best tour shows we've ever done. Because I don't think we've ever gotten into the 70s. I don't think, off the top of my head. I could be wrong. Really, besides the Kyle O'Reilly Jado disaster, everything else did really, really good. Good stuff. I mean, we're really rolling now with Pro Wrestling Noah. It's a great sign. And now, finally, we can have Sakuraba back. We can have, Koji Kanamoto. We can drop him out now. So it's a good sign. Finally. Hopefully, at least, if I set up the schedule right, unless I wanted this schedule. Okay, thank God. So, yeah, we'll, and Muhammad Yan will be leaving tomorrow, so perfect. Perfect. We dropped out Muhammad Yan, and, hey, we did our thing. So it all worked out. Alright, so I just pissed off all Japan. So we'll go through the backstage incident real quick. Okay, so Kensuke Sasaki passing on tips of microphone work to his protege, Kinta Miyahara. So, trying to, get Manabu Suya, Saya Sanada back into the fold here of Pro Wrestling Noah. And, all Japan didn't take too kindly to that, because they're just like, hey, we've been trading for a couple of months now, let's cool off, and we've been trading a little too much, as they thought at least. I was like, well, fuck it. They have them on exclusive handshake deals, but not written deals, so I'm going to try to steal them. And of course, we already had it in place where we weren't supposed to steal from each other. To stop that, and basically have it to where we, and then they didn't take kindly to that. So after that, tried to sign Manabu Soya, tried to sign Saya Sanada, and we're going to have pretty much, we're going to have a bidding war against them for probably the rest of the time during this episode here. So that's going to be fun. I even tried to give him, cash bonus of like $50,000 just to be like, hey, let's kind of mend the fence here. They weren't buying it, so that's just crazy. So yeah, we're gonna have quite the interesting rest of the year now without having All Japan. So Nozawa's pretty much not gonna be used anymore, so that sucks. But that's fine. We're man, this has been quite the turn of events. With DDT signing people from us, and now we're starting wars with All Japan. There went the kumbaya session that was Japanese pro wrestling at that time, especially after the tsunami happened, and they were really then all with the All Together shows and whatnot. They were really close there for a couple of years. Not anymore though, but shut that down. As let's see where we can go as far as where should we go next. Yeah, probably since we haven't ran here since December. The Sport Plaza had because we expected 8. Actually, we should probably go for somewhere that has 1,000. I guess we could just go right here. Now that may be the Akita Prefectural Gym. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. Because I'm just kind of, I guess, trying to think where would be the best place. It's the Iwaki Citern Gymnasium's got to be 1,800. There we go. We'll just see Iwaki Town Training Center. Works for me. Okay. So, now it's Jabba Koji Kanamoto time. If we can't... Oh my god, is there another New Japan show happening? We can't buy a break as far as New Japan is running hot as far as their tours go. So we can't use Sakuraba, and we can't fucking... Which I'm a little nervous about using Sakuraba, because, like, what if the same thing happens with New Japan, where we won't be able to get them back, because we've been trading with them for so long. I'm a little nervous about that. So we'll have strong Big Japan against... Let's see what team, because we have now a lot of junior teams. We don't have a lot of heavyweight teams anymore. So, Taue Marufuji, that might be a little too soon. Yeah, I guess we could do Taniguchi Tsujua. Actually, let's do a 6-man. So I haven't used Go in a while. It's Go, Sugiura, and then a junior Ishimori. Actually, Kotori Suzuki. We haven't used him in a while either. So against Kenta, Takayama, Loki. So I'll have Sugiura beat Takayama, just to at least have him some type of win before the match with Kinta. Obviously, just coming off of a great global league, but you still want to build him up a little bit. Still want to make that match important. So this is probably the main there. Do a tag match of Sav Uncle Jun and Saito in a match. So we haven't used them in a while. Against the team of, we're getting down to like the nitty gritty here. So I guess I could do Inoue and Aogi, since we haven't used Aogi since August. Masashi Aogi and Masao Inoue. It's Akitoshi Saito. Okay, this is just going to be the Jun Akiyama carry match. So I'll have Uncle Jun get the win, obviously, because he's going to beat... we'll have him beat Aogi. There we go. As just an opener, just an idea, I'll have Kyle O'Reilly to kind of keep up with him getting wins. Bobby Fischer's better pop than him, just by a little bit though. Take on Alex Payne. Give it 15 and we'll have Kyle get the win. Pop ain't gonna be there, but hopefully the performance-wise it will be there. There we go, and we're gonna have Bobby Fish also have a match. I don't know if it should be Aoki. If it should be Katoge. Or even we do Halloween. If we do someone from, those Status de Mal, de Japon. It's a tough spot. We also have Okita that we could use. We have Zack. Yeah, we haven't even used Zack. So let's do Zack and Bobby Fish. Oh, they have awful chemistry. God damn it. I guess we could throw Yoshitonen. Actually, Jimmy Yang. Let's do Jimmy Yang and Bobby Fish. I know it makes no goddamn sense, but I guess to make it sense, we could have it be. We'll have this one be Steal the Show, because we need to steal the show. We could take out Alex Payne with Kyle, and it'd just be Yoshitone instead. Here we go. And then on either the next show or a show later on, we do the tag match between the two teams. So we got basically the undercard set. We're ready to go on that. So now we need some main event, co-main event stuff. Well, I guess mid-card co-main event stuff. I mean, Shuji Shikawa is the man, so we'll go ahead and throw him on there with Strong Big Japan. Take it on the team. We'll just go ahead and exclude booked. So let's do Kensuke Sasaki with Kensuke Nakajima, Kenta Miyahara. I mean, this is a match right here. This is a very good match. This could be the co-main, to be honest. I think that's what we're gonna have it be. Have it be 17. And oh boy, I bet Shuji Shikawa beat Kensuke Sasaki. I don't know if that's the move, as we'll probably have Miyahara beat Yuji Kobayashi, but that's a fun match though. That is a fun match there. There we go. And now for the mid-card match, or just above the mid-card match. I think of Kashida and Zack. Because, I guess we did do that at the pre-show, the first navigation. Yeah, I think it's fine to do it now on the main show. Fun match, though. Very fun match. Good junior match. Gives Kushida a nice win, too. And good Zack on the card. There we go. A lot of singles matches, which is kind of a rarity for these tour shows, but it's nice to change it up every now and then. Yep, Kyle O'Reilly does not have his finisher set. I need to change that, but I think Kyle and Yoshitone, they did pretty well. In 49, 48, they just weren't over, but some good stuff, though. They just gotta get over. 58, though, for Jimmy Yang and Bobby Fish, thanks to Jimmy Yang carrying Bobby Fish. Gets the one with the Yang tab in 13:24. The 51 for Akatoshi Saito and Jun Akiyama against Masao Inoue and Masashi Aoyagi, as Jun Akiyama pinning Aoyagi with the exploder. Yeah, Aoyagi with a 23. He was off his game. Yeah, he needs to hang it up. We need to talk him into retirement. As Jun Akiyama, best guy in the match with a 58. That's not great. Probably should have kicked off the show, to be honest. It's Kashida and Zack Sabre Jr., though. It's a 64. Kashida with a Kashida lock in 16:05. As a 65 for Kensuke Office in Strong Big Japan with Shuji Ishikawa. As Ishikawa was almost, he was actually one of the worst guys in the match, funny enough. There went that. Him being, because it just kind of shows you how talented that match is. As far as, he went from being one of the best guys in his first match on the tour. Now he's one of the worst guys in the match in this tour. Kenta Miyahara pinning Yuji Kobayashi with a blackout. Kenta Miyahara, second best guy in the match. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Some great guys in that match, though. That's great to see. A 65 co-main event. A 73 main event. As the team of Anti-No-Mercy Union of Go Shiozaki and Kotori Suzuki with Takashi Tsujua beating No Mercy. Tsujua pinning Takayama with a modified Olympic slam. That's a big fucking guy to be picking up for a modified Olympic slam. So yeah, Tsujua with a 62. One of the worst guys in the match. But, still, Kinta and Loki, just 68, 67, just really full steam ahead, those two have been, and Go Shiozaki doing well, at least. I mean, not a bad match. It's still another show that does pretty well, is in the 70s. Which, again, I wouldn't expect, obviously, for the show because of how the opener went. But everything else did really, really well. And really just should have flipped Yang and Bobby Fish with the tag match of Sternness and Inoue and Aoyagi, but that's okay. It's fine. It was a pretty good show. And on to day 4 we go.
Bye.
Day 4 of this tour continues. Daisuke Sakamoto passing tips on microphone work. Does protege Yuji Kobayashi. Wah.
Guess what, everybody? We moved in together, so now I'm gonna be in all the videos ever for the rest of time.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Finally, New Japan's not running a tour. As the same day as us. Great. Great. And let's see where we should run this show. Oh, yes. Osaka. That makes sense since we're going to run Osaka here in 2 shows. So, let's see where we can run it. And we might actually run for the next, 3 shows straight in Osaka. That's not a terrible idea. As, the Science Garden Gym. Oh, boy. It's a fun gym. So, I still want to use Sakuraba in case we can't use him. Because that would be fucking embarrassing and a half if we won't be able to use him. But we'll shout out Koji Kanamoto to someone. We can't. We want to make sure we use Nozawa sparingly as well. We can't use him. And also, Manabu Soya, Saya Sanada. That's sayonara to them. They're going to be signed to exclusive written deals as far as per month deals. And All Japan's been losing money every month for the past 4 months. So they can pile onto that and keep on losing money. And we'll just buy up their company. We're playing the long game here. As far as for what we should do. Oh, now Ghetto's back. That's fun. So now we can do Jado and Ghetto in a match. Man, it is tough to really... I guess Alex Payne... Oh, he's gonna be super pissed. And thanks a lot, pal. Okay, be quiet. Well, Alex Payne get the win. Yep, saw that one coming. And then Jado and Ghetto. See who they can beat, or have them lose to, rather. Guess we could have Red Dragon beat him. He could use the pop boost. I don't know why anybody wants to work with us. We just always put our talent over. And so Kyle get the win. Oh, yep, there's creative control for you. Yeah, they put the fucking kibosh on that. Trying to think what other... I mean, we don't have a lot of junior teams we could really use at our disposal. Yes, we can do Red Dragon and Yin and Yang here, since we were wanting to do this. So now we'll have Jimmy Yang beat Bobby Fish again. Actually, we'll have him beat Kyle. I know that's not what we were going for as far as Kyle having some wins before his title match, but plans have changed. They've changed fairly rapidly as still a show there. So now... as far as what we can do for a tag match, we don't have... Actually, we'll have a junior match of, now let's do a 6-man. We'll do a 6-man junior match. We'll do Jado and Ghetto with Tiger Mask. It's like a Team New Japan against, the Future Shock team, if we can. I think Hajime Ohara might still be hurt. He is. There went that. Maybe we'll do Los Perros de Mal, we'll do Paraguay, Super Crazy, and I guess Nozawa. I don't know how many days we have left of Nozawa. What an interesting match, though. We're doing an All Japan guy with a AAA team taking on a New Japan team. Yeah, we have 6 appearances left, so that's okay. Just an interesting little match this is. Give it 10, I'll give it 12. I have Nozawa beat, Actually, I guess we'll have the New Japan team get the win. We'll have Tiger Mask beat Pero Aguayo Jr. again. Pero Aguayo. He shouldn't be losing like this. He's too talented for that, but that's okay. So that's pretty much the end of the card that we have set. So now the rest of the card. So instead of Manabu Soya and Sanada, of course, because they're not going to be there, we're going to have the team of Shiji Shikawa and Masado Tanaka take on Kings of Wrestling, which I think is a fun team. I mean, that's pretty badass. As they'll take on, and it's now we gotta have to build this team up, and there's really not a lot of teams they can be. We don't have a lot of heavyweight teams anymore. We'll have Taue and Marufuji, I guess, be the first team. 15 minutes, Masado Tanaka will beat Marufuji. Actually, probably not. We'll probably have him just beat Taue. I don't want to be too crazy with that. There we go. To another tag. As let's do Morishima and Tsujua. If we can. I don't know how many days left we have with Tsujua. I think it might be 3. Okay, that's fine. Tsujua and Morishima against the No Mercy team. Kenta, Takayama. Which we've used No Mercy a lot this tour. There's really nothing else I can do. As we're going to have Morishima beat Takayama. Don't love that, but at the same time, I feel like that's the best case scenario. So now our final match. We have a, I think we're going to have Nakajima. Actually, we've used them a good bit. I'm trying to think what's a team or people in general we haven't used a whole lot. So we, for sure, haven't used, like, Goto. We haven't used Damien 666. That's goes without saying, though. So it's probably going to be. We'll have it be a junior match. We'll throw Roddy in there. Do Roddy and Zack Sabre Jr. Sure. It's certainly a match. Not a great match, but it's a fun junior match. If we had a match. That was the Junior League. It was a 37. It's Roderick Strong. Going to lose, though. That's where Zack gets the win. Indecisive. We'll put it here. Interesting card, because there's only one match that's going over 20. It's only going 22 minutes. I want to keep it on the short side of things in case somebody gets injured. So we'll save it, and we'll run the show. It's Alex Payne, Koji Kanamoto. It's a 45 of Alex Payne outperforming Koji Kanamoto. He gets the one with the sweet spot in 10-15. It's 56 for Red Dragon, Yin and Yang. As Red Dragon beating Yin and Yang. Or Yin and Yang, rather, beating Red Dragon. As Kyle O'Reilly taking the Yang time. 13-27. Jimmy Yang with a 59, 52 for Yoshito. They outperformed, obviously, Red Dragon. I think that's the right decision. Getting the win there, and that's a 56. A 41 for Roddy and Zack Sabre Jr. If only they were over, this would be a little bit better. As Zack with a 54, Roddy with a 40. He was off his game. The Sabre driver for Zack in 13-47. Good stuff, though. Good stuff. There's a 63. Wow. As that's the Tiger Mask, the New Japan team, just really destroying Los Perros de Mal. They are pulling his Tiger Mask with the Tiger Suplex 09 on Pero Aguayo Jr. Some good stuff there. Good stuff for the New Japan team. That's 65 for Ishikawa and Masado Tanaka against Marufuji and Taue. Pretty good stuff for Ishikawa and Masado Tanaka. They're 61 and 57. As Marufuji head and shoulders above everybody else, and then Taue the weak link. And in between, then a 70 for the main event. as Morishima pinning Takayama with an amazing impact. Morishima with 67-63 for Tsujua, 73 for Kenta, and a 59 for Takayama. Not great. He has kind of slowly declined, and finally we don't get in the 70s after a good bit of being in the 70s for show. Saber Jr. and Roger Strong should have opened the show. That's okay. We had too much faith in that match. Now we have our final go-to show before, or I guess tour show, rather. Trying to think of Road 2 and then not have it be called a Road 2 show. And it just went with a go-to show. That ain't it. As, this final tour show before we have the Great Voyage in Osaka. Volume 1 show. As, and it's right now, so we'll just go ahead and keep it going. As we'll again run in Osaka, as Kinta Kobashi Go Shizaki has passing tips on microphone work to Go Shizaki. It's Osaka. It's another 1,200. I guess we can run the same place. Let's change it up a little bit. As let's see here, the Biki Coliseum. It's got 2,000. That works for me. And so let's do a 6-man in the main event. So since we haven't used the Laughter 7 team. Boy, do we risk it with Saga? I don't think we should definitely risk it. This ain't it. We'll do Shabbat, Kashida, Cashin. If we can. Oh, looks like Cashin's working somewhere else. Oh, that's right, he got hurt. He broke his collarbone. As, we'll do... we'll probably stay away from that. Actually, let's do a singles match in the main event. We'll have Marufuji, because Marufuji's been getting dragged down by Taue matches. Let's do, Morishima and Marufuji. Obviously, they've did the draw. Morishima ended up beating him at the Great Voyage in Tokyo, Volume 4, and they're kind of 1-1, and now we're gonna have Morishima take the fall. Marufuji get the win. So Marufuji's gonna win, and that's a big time match for it to be like a Road 2 show. Having a singles match like that, main event a show like that is nuts. Then we'll have a tag match of Koji Kanamoto and Tiger Mask against Red Dragon, which we've used Red Dragon a shit ton as of late, but we'll have Kyle beat Kanamoto, just again to get the pop-up. Yep, that's okay. He can be fierce all he wants. Another tag match. As well have Jado and Geto. Dance Momo no Session tag. As we'll have Geto get the win. We've never done this before, so that's fun. So we got... I don't know what should steal the show yet. I think... trying to figure out what will probably be the best opener. Because Tiger Mask's going to carry this match. And then I think it's... yeah, I think we're going to keep it like I had it. We'll have a singles match. How's Alex Payne's pop? Still getting there. Not there yet, though. We'll do a tag match of the Anti-No Mercy Union team of Kotori Suzuki. That'll probably have to be Aoki. Who am I kidding? It's obviously they don't have great chemistry. Then Yin and Yang. So I love how I have like Toshi's Saito. There we go. So obviously we just did this on day 1, and now for for day 5 here, we're gonna have Yang beat Aoki. We'll have this be the Steal the Show match. 14. So Aoki was unhappy at the booking of the match, and it looked like he was planning to complain. Then he had a change of heart, noticing the intimidating sight of Jimmy Yang cracking his knuckles and glaring. Jimmy Yang just being a fucking savage. being an absolute savage. And let's see what we have as far as... So I think, yeah, we'll do a 6-man of Shiji, Shikawa, Masado Tanaka, and we'll have Daisuke in there, taking on the Kings of Wrestling team. And then, I'm not really sure. Let's do Kajiwara on the Big Japan team, I guess, and then we'll have Alex Payne on the... There we go. So at least it kind of makes a little bit more sense now. Give it 16. And, we're actually going to have Masado Tanaka beat Claudio. It's a big-time win. Big-time win there. So that could be kind of right before the co-main, obviously, because of the Young Lions being involved. But the actual co-main... I have Kobashi and Go against Kensuke and Miyahara. Match we've done a couple of times now. Actually, the one time was because it was the Great Voyage in Tokyo Volume 4 show. But to redo this again, and I believe we had the Burning Team win last time. Not this time though, as we're gonna have Kensuke beat Kobashi. Road agent would be Taue. Wow, she's very upset. Keep it strong. There we go. A little change of heart. There we go. Alright. See how day 5 looks as far as the openers of 53. Jado and Geto with 54s. 49 for Harada. And then Katoya with a 41. Not great. It's a complete shot for Geto. Getting the win in 13:26. Jado, even, with the injury, still doing really well. That's a great sign for Jado being a savage. It's a 59 here for the Red Dragon. New Japan, Kanamoto, Tiger Mask team as Kyle O'Reilly with the Chasing Leaf Dragon, pinning Koji Kanamoto after the Chasing Leaf Dragon, rather. As a 63 for Tiger Mask, 53 for Kyle O'Reilly, 47 for Bobby Fish, and a 38 for Kanamoto. Nice win for Red Dragon. Another 59. Aoki with a bruised tailbone now, as Jimmy Yang and Aoki do the same. Ishimura the 68. A 54 for Yoshitone there, as Jimmy Yang went to the Yang time at 14:30. And then a 70. Good stuff, especially having Young Lions, quote-unquote, involved, as Hero with a 74, 65 for Claudio, 61 for Tsujua. Probably if we were to give someone the win, probably should have been Ishikawa, but I just love Masada Tanaka. Went in and get a win over Claudio there. That's a fun match, though. That should be a very fun match, that tag team title match of Shuji Ishikawa and Masado Tanaka. It's fun. It's a good co-main event. And then the main is actually a 67. Alright, and actually, that's not even the co-main event. I'm an idiot. The main event's Morifuji Morishima. As is this the co-main event. So the wrong match was on the last, or what's on before last, as Kensuke beating Kinta Kobashi the King Buster. We have a lot of 60s here. 69 for Kobashi, best guy in the match. 65 for Kensuke, Sasaki, and Go, and then 61 for Miyahara. That's fucking crazy. That is nuts. There's a 68 for Morishima, Marufuji. Both at 65s. Marufuji gets a win as he gets on to Shirin-Yu, rather, as in 22:47. I'm all over the place. I just got flabbergasted by just getting all types of fucked around. But 68, though. Weirdly enough, the KOW match should have went on last, but I think the card actually was structured pretty well, though. Worst thing was a 53, can't really beat that. And now, on to the Great Voyage in Osaka show. Should be a banger. Should go over really well. We have a pretty great main event. We got a pretty good co-main. We got a lot going on. And, and with what we're doing with Sakuraba, kind of being a little afraid that we're not going to be able to get him back. Obviously, we could, I guess, flip it to where we have we've flipped the main event to Sakuraba main events this show, but I don't want that to happen. I'd rather it be the other way around. So yeah, we'll, just to kind of show everyone. So yeah, Manabu Soya and did officially sign their deals. If we can, I don't know why I clicked on that. We can just look. So yeah, he's making $20,000 a month for 2 years, and so yeah, and I think Sonata's making 16 or 12, something like that. Yeah, 1640 or 16,400 rather. Which, for All Japan, they have been just sure they're at 3 million right now, just under 3 million, but they have lost money in November, December, January, and not great. Obviously, it's not a lot of money though. It's in the hundreds of thousands. Even then, it's tens of thousands of dollars here. But I think they're going to lose money in February, which it looks like, and they'll probably lose money in March. To where if they keep it going, because you see there, they're almost making, they're paying almost $500,000 for workers, and their ticket sales aren't really there as far as right now compared to where they were in October and September and August. So I'm not sure if it's just a tour thing, not sure what happened to where they're not running as many shows, but that's definitely affected them, or at least running as popular shows. We'll see at their pop is, it's 61, so they're actually almost below medium. If yeah, it looks like they're actually going down in pop, so that's an interesting sign. They're almost down, but I mean they'll probably be there for a while because they have to also be in 35s, but who knows, they might fall sooner rather than later. We'll see how DDT's doing. Haven't really checked on them in a while. As far as pop wise, it's up to 64 now. That's not a great sign. Here I was thinking DDT was going to run out of money, and they're making money in stride. They're having their best month yet, and that's not great. That is not great. They must not be paying a lot of people if they were able to get Tsujua and Mamayan on exclusive deals. It's probably my guess. Dramatic fan, Fantasia as a... So yeah, they had Yujiro and Mamayan in the main event, and Kinsuke and Wataru. Anyway, so that's... I sent them Kinsuke, which is probably a bad idea. But Kinsuke was at 87 for DDT. Is crazy, but I needed Tsujua. So then once we stop using Tsujua, they shouldn't be able to use any high-level guys, hopefully. But, that's just... It's a scary time, when the DDT is kind of growing, but All Japan's coming down, though, at the same time. So it's ever-changing. We'll see how New Japan's doing real quick. They're in big. They ain't going to lose any money for a while, I don't think. They're just too big to fail, I would say. Just because they haven't really gained or lost any pop. They've just kind of been stagnant. But, with Hiroshi Tanahashi being as awesome as he is, they should be fine for a long time. So, yeah, him and Makabe just had him 89. And he did a 98 in it. He's just fucking awesome. Yeah, then they did the rematch. The Wrestle Kingdom main event was Masado Tanaka and Hiroshi Tanahashi. Also, another thing, I forgot to even talk about this since we're kind of talking about the mod. Alex Shelley. Right now, we talked about him being U.S. champion. But at TLC, as he won, this is the U.S. title, the Rumble. But at TLC, he had a match with Punk that was a 92. Just crazy to think they were just like, yeah, he's like, in TNA. Like, he's still doing his thing in, like, TNA and even being worked in, working for OVWs, working in Ring of Honor. And then just like WWE's just like, yeah, we'll throw him against CM Punk at TLC. I love how he also won a 15-man battle royal at Final Battle, which is just hilarious. Of course, we used him a little bit, and actually, we didn't use him at all in 2012. That's right. Oh yeah, we did. We used him one time against the Time Split, or against Yin and Yang. Jesus, all over the place. He also had a ladder match with Christian on a Raw. Got an 85. Alex Shelley, God bless him. He's doing well. So yeah, well, and then on to the Great Voyage in Osaka, Volume 1. Well, they got us at the Sayama Super Arena. I'll have to change that. I was fighting TV Samurai, Nozawa, entertaining the locker room, organizing a poker tournament, and then Kobashi passed microphone work to his protege, Koshizaki. Yes, we will have to, Osaka, obviously, 30,000, if only there was a place that was big enough for that, but it's probably going to have to be Osaka Joe Hall. Yeah. We'll just do 10,000. Yep. I guess we're going to run a half capacity Osaka Dome, but rather not. So let's see. So I already kind of pre-booked the things we want. So Tsujua Kenta main event. Obviously Kenta's gonna beat him, and then Ishikawa, Masado Tanaka, Kings of Wrestling. Kings of Wrestling gonna get the win there. Another title defense there for the heavyweight champ and the tag team champions. And I believe we have Yang and Ishimori next. It's Jimmy Yang getting the win. JK, that's not happening. It's Ishimori. Glad I checked that. As then probably Sakuraba and Shibata. We're gonna, we'll use Sakuraba, but hopefully we'll be able to get him for the Tokyo show. That would suck if we can't. Sakuraba's gonna beat Loki there, which I felt like that's a fun idea to kind of change that up a little bit to make it something a little different. As then we'll probably, obviously, Strong Big Japan. And Kensuke Office next. Kensuke Sasaki getting the win. Then we'll have the junior tag team match, as obviously this was supposed to be Kishida, Kendo Cashin with Kishida and Kendo Cashin getting the win for Laughter 7, but because Kendo Cashin broke his collarbone, we can't do that. So we'll do Red Dragon instead. Zayoki's going to beat, though, is going to pin either Bobby Fish or Kyle O'Reilly there. Then Nozawa and Super Crazy and Jado and Geto. So we're going to give Jado and Geto the win there. So we're already over time, and I want to add one more match to this. So we'll just go ahead and make this 2:30. I thought we already did, but that's okay. So, as far as the placement of the card, everything like that, I think I like it for where it is. Have this for Steal the Show. What is the matter with the booking analysis? It's Towway. So we'll have to change. And we'll have to be Uncle June there. Not really sure what I want as the actual opener. Is the problem here. We'll just kind of see as far as 6-mans what we can do. Yeah, because I mean we got a lot of talented people not on this card. We got Go's not on the card, Moshima's not on the card, Tiger Mask isn't on the card. Kobashi isn't. Yeah, I mean we could do Kobashi, Miyahara. Oh no, not Miyahara. Kobashi with. We also have signed Keno. So that's awesome. I haven't changed them to where instead of a U it's an H, but that's okay. We'll do that. I don't think I want to have him debut on this show. Well, might put him in the pre-show though. So we'll probably change it then. Sam Marufuji's not on the card either. As let's do Kenta Kobashi, Go Shizaki. And then we'll have Morishima. Yeah, and we'll do Morishima, Towway, and then Marufuji. And somebody big for the other team to make this an actual. So I guess we could do Rikio. And then instead of, so we could either throw Gao out there. Yeah, I guess, I mean, this is certainly a match. This really makes no goddamn sense. We're just throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks with this one. So we're going to have Kobashi get the win now. He's going to beat Rikio. But yeah, this is certainly a match. We're going to give it 16. We'll probably place it there. Let's change Keno to an H instead of the U. So I'm just curious to see if they have his finishers. No, they got a head kick. That's close enough. So we'll see how well. I mean, he's been doing 50s in Michinoku Pro. So, he should do pretty well. We'll throw Halloween at him. Let Keno get the win. Oh, it's Towway. Yep, Towway was the road agent. That would be Kinsuke. Oh, Kinsuke's used too much. Unless it's a ref. Might be a referee. Yep, it is. As, change that up. Perfect. Let's see what else we have as far as a tag match we can do. Yeah, we got No Mercy 2 and Momono Seishin tag. There we go. Jinbei's got the strain rotator cuff. We've done this match once. It's a junior tag league matchup. So we'll have Kanamoto beat Katoge. Kinsuke. Mano. Okay. There we go. The Great Voyage in Osaka. Volume 1. This is what the card's looking like. We're giving Tsujua Kenta 34 minutes. I think that's the right decision there. Ishikawa and Masado Tanaka and King's Wrestling going 28. And then, we're having Jimmy Yang and Ishimori going 22, which is a little... I like my junior matches going junior match length, but at the same time, it being pretty high on the card, and I think these guys could go, 20, 22 minutes, so we did that. And then I wanted Shibata and Sakuraba, Takayama and Loki to go 25, just felt like that made sense there. And everything else is kind of, it can go wherever it goes, really no big deal. Save it, we'll run it. First pre-show match is Kinta with a 47 with the right high kick, knocking out Halloween and 10-10. I felt like it's pretty fitting to book Halloween. They have good chemistry. How about that? It's Halloween was off his game. Figure we need to book Halloween. It's 'tis the season and whatnot. No Mercy 2. Momono Seishin tag. It's a 59. It's Kanamoto the 62. That's awesome to see Kanamoto doing so well. So Jinbei's injury really hurt his performance, but even with his not so great performance, they still outperform him as Kanamoto gets the win with a deep impact in 11:34. I get to 59. It's a 64 to kick off the show. Nozawa and Super Crazy losing to Jado and Geto, and wrong decision. Jado and Geto actually outperformed him, and which is crazy. But Jado's injury really hurt him, and his office game as well. But man, I mean, we could have really gave that to Nozawa and Super Crazy. That's crazy. Fun match though. I think it's a fun kind of opener. They're two teams that kind of have the same style as far as we got Nozawa and Geto involved and Jado involved. Some kind of shitty heel juniors, and then you have Super Crazy in there. At least there's some flavor in it, even though it's 2012 Super Crazy, but still pretty fun. 65 though for the next match, as Aoki's off his game, but it's the third defense for the JC Junior Tag Team Champions. So they get lucky because of an injury, or they would have been dropping the belts here. As 13:05, Aoki pinning Kyle O'Reilly with the assault point. Probably shouldn't have had Kyle O'Reilly take the fall. Should actually had it to where we had Bobby Fish just take it. But a 69 for Kotori Suzuki, 57 for Aoki. Aoki, of course, with his injury. Kyle O'Reilly with 56, though. Bobby Fish with a 49. As Aoki off his game, plus with the injury, not helping him. But still, pretty good stuff there. As a 69 for this six-man. That's all over the place. We got Kobashi, Go, and then Ogawa, which really makes no sense with Ogawa teaming with them. And then Marufuji, Morishima, and Rikio, which somewhat makes sense. I really, I was just kind of throwing people together and just being like, this could work, this could work. But Kobashi with the Burning Laird on Rikio in 15:44. I mean, the right guy lost for sure, and the right guy won, so nothing more you can really ask for there. And a 70 for this tag match as Kinsuke and Nakajima beat Strong Big Japan of Daisuke Sakamoto and Yuji Kobayashi. Obviously, the excellent chemistry boost for Sakamoto, Yuji Kobayashi helping him out there. And then Nakajima and Kinsuke doing some good stuff there as Kinsuke with the King Buster on Yuji Kobayashi in 16:25. Too short, though, for the audience there, but that's okay. An 82. Holy shit. As Shabbat with an 84. God damn, well, there was the 81 plus, rating there as Sakuraba tapping out Loki with a Kimura in 23:02. Jesus Christ, Shabbat is an animal. And which is crazy, because we've been booking him and now he's back. I don't want to say I thought into existence, but it's just kind of what are the odds, That Shibata being the man with an 84. Low-key, the second best guy in the match, though, with a 71. Some good stuff there. So 77 for Jimmy Yang and Ishimori, as Ishimori making his first defense of the junior heavyweight title. Jimmy Yang actually outperformed him. Pretty great. Jimmy Yang with 70. That's awesome. See how far he's coming. Another 77 for the co-main here. Chris Hero with an 89. What in the Sam hell is going on? As that is their 7th defense of the GHC Tag Team titles. It's Chris Hero pinning Shiji Shikawa with a death blow. Really, they didn't come close to outbeating him. I mean, it's just, Hero with an 89 is insane. Jesus. That's in the main event, a 74. As Kenta with the Basaiku knee over Tsujua. Just beat him with the go to sleep, for the love of God. In 32 minutes. As none of lack of selling on display. Welcome to Japanese Pro Wrestling, as Kenta making his 6th defense of the GHC Heavyweight title. I mean, that's what a show. Just kind of all over the place there with Sakuraba Shibata, the Takayama Loki match being the best thing on the card. And then you have the junior and the tag belts. Both their matches being better than the heavyweight match, which is crazy. Just what a match, what a show. Really the top, 5 matches. Crazy. Crazy matches there. I mean, that's what we wanted, though. The card was kind of structured how we wanted it, but just did not figure in Shibata doing 84 and Kings of Wrestling, Chris Hero doing an 89. Just that was not into a factor. But we're going to give love to Chris Hero. We're going to give love to Shibata. And we'll probably give love to Kenta as well. Actually, probably Jimmy Yang. For what he did in the junior match. So Kenta not even getting love, which is crazy to think about. But some great stuff there from everyone involved. And now on to the Great Voyage tour, which is, I guess it's the same tour, but I guess now we're going to march towards the Great Voyage in Tokyo shows, which now, hopefully we'll be able to get Sakuraba. If not, it's going to be interesting, as far as who's going to take his place. So we'll have to make sure we can do that. And so I'm just going to do it right now, just for the sake of seeing if we can. Sakuraba. Let's just do... Okay, yeah, we'll be able to. Looks like, hopefully. Just kind of curious how many days we can do. Usually it's 6. Maybe it could be... We'll try 8. It's 5 now. Great. Well, I was thinking of giving him Kobashi, but maybe not. Let's see what else we can give him. Oh. Can we give him Takeshi Rikio? That's always a... Yes, we can. They could have Takeshi Rikio. It's sabotage from the inside is what that is. So yeah, perfect. And now on to, so now we have days 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then of course the Great Voyage in Tokyo for the 11th show. Crazy. But I mean, we've already beaten the tour goal. Just kind of curious as far as now, Still, it wasn't better than the first navigation show. And, it was a 75, but still, we've had, an 82 now, so that's awesome. Good stuff, good stuff there. And hopefully attendance-wise, as far as, rather, TV ratings-wise, did pretty well, so yeah, 0.60. Good stuff. Alright, so yeah, on to day 7. Alright, we got backstage incident for day 7. Skinscape, passing on tips, microphone work to his protege Kinta Miyahara. Perfect. Even though we don't have anybody cut promos, but hey, it's could be worse. Could be very worse. So we'll probably go Kyushu, I guess. If we can't, oh yeah, we're gonna reset this. Yeah, I mean, having 1,000 people is just perfect for us. If we can have that every tour, we'll be just fine. There we go. Oh wow, I should have just looked over to the left. I'm an idiot. Oh well, that's alright. Sometimes I like throwing variety in there. I don't know why I clicked on this again. So, the card is established for the Great Voyage in Tokyo. Of course, we already knew about the main event. We already knew about the co-main. But we have changed up some of the card thanks to the Kendo cash-in injury. As now, we're going to have Kinsuke Office of Kinsuke Sasaki, Katsuki Nakajima, and Kenta Miyahara take on the team of Kenta Kobashi in the Kings of Wrestling. Just felt like, KOW, I wanted them to go into the tag league as the champs. I feel like that's well deserved. The best tag team in the promotion, and I think they don't need another defense, especially having a defense already at the Great Voyage in Osaka already, even though, guys like Kinta and the junior tag, I mean, basically all the other champions are having a title match, but that's okay. Still, they have a long, long schedule ahead of them, so that's why. That is, and I just felt like that's a fun six-man. It doesn't make any sense. Not really. Really Kobashi should be with kind of some younger tag team kind of guys, but that's, it's fine. It works for what I'm wanting to do, at least for that sense, as of course we already talked about, what was supposed to be, on the first night on the Great Voyage in Osaka, but we're going to now be on the Great Voyage in Tokyo show. It's Kendo Cashin and Kashida. Of course, they're going to win, which then, of course, the next show following this will be the Great Voyage in Osaka Volume 2, which we'll do Kendo Cashin and Kushida as the champions take on Yoshinobu Kanemaru and Loki as the challengers. So we'll just kind of push some of that back, and we made it work, though. Of course, the junior heavyweight title match stays the same. Then we're going to have No Mercy. Yoshihiro Takayama and Loki taking on the team of Takeshi Morishima and Zack Sabre Jr. Obviously, Loki, Zack Sabre Jr., former partners, now going to be turned against each other. And we got Morishima and Takayama, some two heavy hitters. Should be a fun match, though. And then we're going to have a New Japan team versus a Noah team, which the Marufuji Ogawa team doesn't really make sense, but it's the sense of Noah versus New Japan is the idea behind that. The Ultimo Dragon is going to make his Pro Wrestling Noah debut against Jimmy Yang in the opener, as we signed him as well. His pop is crazy, like his pop's in the 70s, which is going to help out our company-wise as far as, how the people view us, so that's cool, and should do well. I expect somewhere between the 50s, 60s range. Maybe I could be wrong, though. I actually haven't looked and see what he's been doing, so I guess we can do that just to kind of get a time frame. Like, a 40. That's great. Like, Super Crazy's doing well. Yeah. Oh, that's a 21. That's, ooh, that is not good. That's an NWE. We'll take a look at what's going on in Michinoku Pro. Fucking great Sasuke's killing it, though. With a 70 in 2012. That's hilarious. Yeah, Ultimo Dragon's kind of the shits. I hate to say that. God bless Ultimo Dragon, but it ain't it as far as in this. Oh yeah, looking at his stats, I don't know why I just didn't look at his stats. But I saw that pop, I was like, that's kind of high, high and low 60s, and then the 72 in one spot. But hey, he's a name, so we might as well add to that junior division even more. Might as well. I figured we replace Koji Kanamoto with Ultimo Dragon. It's kind of the thought process behind that. Jesus, I'm all over the place. As it's been a long day, and now we are going on to the actual card. Do a six-man. So we know we can have Sakuraba. So we'll go ahead, throw Sakuraba in there, we'll throw Shabbat out there, and we'll throw Kashida, of course, out there. So then we're going to do Kenta. We'll do Takayama and Loki. What a match. After 7, No Mercy. Of course, haven't done this before, because it is, this could actually, be an actual match on, a finals type of show, it's, or at least the final night of a tour, because it's gonna be pretty awesome. We're gonna have Sakuraba beat the JC Heavyweight Champion, and Kenta, which is tough loss for Kenta, but, it's really his last loss was in December, so I feel like he's due for one. And Kenta was unhappy about the booking, and looked like he was going to plan to complain about it. He had to change of heart after noticing the intimidating sight of Kazushi Sakuraba cracking his knuckles and glaring. Yeah, Sakuraba is going to do that to people. Dangerous fucking man. Gracie Hunter. You don't want him, even if he is past his prime, he's still a bad motherfucker. Strong Big Japan, their contracts are going to run up, but I think, it's fine because we're just going to have them on a handshake deal instead of loaning them. Which we probably should have done from the beginning, but that's okay. As they'll have to take on, I guess we could do Taniguchi and Tsujua. We've done that before. That was at the first navigation show. Maybe not, though. We'll just kind of see what else we can do. Kanamoto still has, when is his contract coming up? I'll have to look. Maybe actually Uncle June and Akatoshi Saito, which I feel so bad. Like, Uncle June should be doing something else besides always have to team with Akatoshi Saito, but as we've had them, of course, have a couple of matches back at the tour, the first navigation. They had a 54, and they had the 6-man. As we're gonna have, and we're gonna give it to Uncle June. I feel bad. You know, he can get a win over Okabayashi there. Well, that would be all out for now. Actually, we'll slow build it. Slow build it, keep it at like 15. We'll bump it up to 16 just in case. That's a good like mid-card match. See what else we got in the tag division. Oh boy. So we haven't used Roddy in a hot minute. Even though it does say February, but you know, that was I think for the actual, like the pre-show. You know, we do have to use Super Crazy Nozawa. We just gotta use up Nozawa until we can't use him anymore, so we might as well try to have him put over somebody. Then go Red Dragon. We've weirdly have not done this before. So this is a perfect opportunity, as Kyle O'Reilly will get the win. For Nozawa. I'm sure Nozawa's gonna put the kibosh on this, but hey, we gotta try. So we'll probably have this set for Steal the Show. Yep. Saw that one coming. Yeah, no, sometimes you just gotta try. Sometimes you just gotta try. Super Crazy take the fall there instead. Sorry about your luck, Super Crazy. Yeah, no, we'll keep it right there where it's at. So I want something to go. So, yeah, 3v3v3. What much that would have been. As, I'm not sure where we should have the co-main for this be, you know, because I was thinking having Goto with, Geto and Tiger Mask, kind of, again, like a New Japan team against a Noah team of Marufuji, Aoki, or at least we'll do Kotora Suzuki. And we'll do Taiji Shimori. There we go. We got a team. Give it 17. It's we'll probably. I mean, this is a tough one to call. Who should win as far as it should be Ishimori or Suzuki? I'm gonna go with Suzuki, and he's gonna beat Tiger Mask. Actually, he should probably beat Geto. Oh my goodness. Slow build and decisive. Perfect. 17 minutes there, so this should probably be the co-main. Now, you know, again, Alex Payne's been doing really well. As far as we're getting him there, we just need him to get over. Not sure who he should beat now, if he should beat anybody, for that matter. I guess, you know, Roddy and Alex Payne. We've actually never done this before. We'll have Roddy get the win. I know we were just talking about having Alex Payne get a win, but at the same time, his pop will be beneficial because of being in the ring with Roderick Strong. Should be a little bit, at least. And I don't think we should do another singles match. Should probably be a tag. Well, we got Momo no Sushin tag. Taniguchi Tsujua, Yin and Yang. Trying to think what would be the best case scenario. Well, you know, I think Shuji Shikawa and Masado Tanaka could get a win over what team, though? I mean, I guess we could do Smith and Walker. Minutes. Shuji Shikawa's gonna get the win. Good stuff. And we'll probably have that go there. Yep. Alright. That's the card. We're getting saved by the main, that's for sure. We'll see how the rest of the card plays out. It's Alex Payne outperforming Roderick Strong. Something I did not expect. But I mean, still not over. But they're getting there. They are slowly but surely getting there. And a 61 for Red Dragon over Super Crazy and Ozawa. In 13 minutes as Kyle O'Reilly with the ankle lock, not even with the Chasing the Dragon. As Nozawa and Super Crazy, definitely the right team to win, but because of, obviously, Nozawa not being with us anymore going forward, figured might as well. Might as well use Red Dragon to the best of our abilities, get them over. As Shuji Shikawa and Masado Tanaka beat the Bison Smith Keith Walker team, as Shuji Shikawa getting the win with the Hawaiian Splash Mountain in 12:34, a 60 for Ishikawa, 55 for Masado Tanaka, 46 for Bison Smith, 38 for Keith Walker as they're both off their games, and Shuji Shikawa with now chronic lower back pain. Great. And it's because of Keith Walker. Surprise, surprise. As the Strong Big Japan. This is Jun Akiyama Makazushi Saito matchup as definitely the wrong team won. But again, when they give Jun Akiyama a win as he beats Yujiro Kobayashi with an Exploder in 16-17. It's a 68 for the co-main event as Team Noah taking on Team New Japan. It's Kotaro Suzuki pinning Gelo with the Blue Destiny. 71 for Goto, best guy in the match. Followed by Marufuji. And then Ishimori, Suzuki, Tiger Mask, and Geto with a 56. Main event's a 74, as the Laughter 17 beat the No Mercy team in 26-41 when Sakuraba pinned Kenta. Not even going to say how he beat him, just pinned him. As Shibata with 76, 71 for Kenta, 67 for Loki, 57 for Kushida, and a 60 for Takayama. Got the crowd hotter in the main event, and, I think the main event definitely delivered. Wow, we really, we probably should have flipped this out for that, for sure. And actually, this could have been right here. If we're being honest, obviously with it being a 61 outperforming this. That's a good junior match, though. I am proud of our junior tag division. It's come a long way. Come a long, long way. Alright, as now on to day 8 of this great Voyage tour. Alright, day 8, another backstage incident. Tiger Mask. Was hoping he was going to get stitched up by Sakuraba. That's okay. He's brought before wrestler's court, accused of being absorbed by his phone. When should have been paying attention to a locker room meeting, the judge, Kazushi Sakuraba, found him guilty and sentenced him to buy a crate of beer for the locker room. Can't wait to stop booking Tiger Mask. I don't know when I'm going to pull the plug on that, but it's probably going to be when at least when his ratings go down. But I guess we could also, we got Tiger Mask and Kanamoto still, which reminds me, at least we'll do it singles-wise. See if we'll be able to see Koji Kanamoto. Just to see when his contract is officially up. 2 days. Okay. So, perfect. Perfect. Momono Seishin tag against Kanamoto and Tiger Mask. This was the pre-show back in January. As now it's going to be on one of these tour shows. Daisuke Harada will beat Koji Kanamoto. Because of course he will. Yeah, I mean, that's what's going to happen there. He's going to get jabbed the fuck out. So, I want to establish Kobashi with Kings of Wrestling. And, there we go. I'm trying to think what would be the best solution here. Because, I mean, we could do Kinsuke with Morishima and Takeshi Rikio. There you go, that's a match. Sure, I mean, this could be a co-main because obviously Rikio's going to bring this match down by a lot. Or he's going to get carried into this match. Either way, this is not going to be good. So we're going to have Kobashi beat Rikio. I would keep on doing that. Maybe we keep on having Kobashi just beat Rikio. Let's have Chris Hero beat Morishima. It's crazy. But I think it'll work. There we go. We'll have it be the co-main for now. As Sakuraba Shibata against Kenta. We might do Kenta and Ki, to be honest, instead of Takayama. Just because it's a new type of match. 16 minutes. Shabbat. Loki. It's not a great night for No Mercy. Not looking great. We'll give that some time though. 20 minutes sounds good. Alright, so now we'll just gotta go with the rest of the cards. Kind of one more mid-card match and the rest be undercard stuff. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could do... Let's exclude book. We could do Yin and Yang and Super Crazy Nozawa. Which, I mean, it's crazy how much Los Perros de Mal have beaten Yin and Yang, but not anymore. Now to this one, as Jimmy Yang will get the win over Nozawa. Hopefully, Nozawa is cool with it. Oh, have a beast steal the show. Yeah! Perfect. So, maybe a little too high on the card. There we go. So I want to see Keno have a match against Kento Miyahara. Because, why not? We're in the space where we can do it. So obviously it's going to go pretty short, but it's just funny to have this fucking dream match come to life. When it's, obviously Keno is nowhere near ready. And then we're going to have Zach and Roddy. Which, they're kind of split. As far as in the Junior League, Roddy won, and then at the Great Voyage Tour last month, or yeah, no, on day 4, Zach won, and we're gonna do this match again. Which, I mean, that match it was a 41, which wasn't great, but I mean Zach's getting a little bit better, and I'm gonna run it back again here with Zach getting the win over. Actually, let's change it. Let's have it be Alex Payne instead. Because I know we've done this at the anniversary tour, which got a 27. Wasn't great. So yeah, I mean, that's the card. Very much top-heavy, but hey, that's welcome to a tour show, where we want to try to build those guys up slowly in the undercard. We'll see what happens here. So 41, so yeah, definitely much better this time around. Zach Sabre Jr. with a 53, 48 for Alex Payne, as Zach with a PK kick, 12:31. 1,400 people, good stuff. It's a 56 for Miyahara and Keno. Keno with a 48. Miyahara with a 56, or 55 rather, as Miyahara wins with the Northern Light Suplex in 12:08 as another 55. It's Momo no Sushin Tag beating Kanamoto and Tiger Mask. And 12:32 when the Daisuke Rada won the Rada pistol over Koji Kanamoto. 60 rather for Tiger Mask. 53 for Daisuke Rada, 43 for Kotoge, and then 38 for Koji Kanamoto. So 62 for Super Crazy and Nozawa against Yin and Yang. That's Jimmy Yang pinning Nozawa with their Yang time. Jimmy Yang with a 61. Good stuff there. Nozawa with a 57. 53 for Super Crazy. 49 for Yoshitone. Close. Could have won either way, but probably the wrong team wins that one. But, you know, again, Nozawa's leaving, so gotta put him over. As Takeshi Rikio and the Kensuke Sasaki Morishima team lose to Kobashi in the Kings of Wrestling as Hero pinning Morishima with the death blow. 69 as a Hero with a 76, some 67s for Sasaki and Claudio, and a 60 for Kenta Kobashi, 65 for Morishima, and then Takeshi Rikio, for sure the weak link, with a 45, as a 76 in this tag match here, as Shibata pins Loki with a PK kick in 2016. As again, Shibata best guy in the match, Kenta second best guy in the match, and then Loki, and then Sakura with a 57. That's not great, but hey, what can you do? A 74 there. I mean, I like the show. I was formatted, so that's fun. I mean, Miyahara and Keno is just one match better than the match above it. But still, you know, I think it's a pretty good card, all things considered. On to day 9, we just have 3 more shows left of this tour, and I can't believe it. You know, we have been just rolling through. Obviously, a big tour like this, you really get the days going as far as in going into March already. It's just crazy. Obviously, at the start of this, we were in February, so it's just nuts to see how far we've come. And now on to day 9 we go. Alright, day 9. Backstage incident again. It's Kobashi passing on microphone work to his protege Go Shiozaki. Good stuff. As I want to make sure, because we probably ran Kanto a good bit here. As yep, let's change it up. Let's go with Chubu. Let's see if I'll just go with in the city gymnasium. Yeah, 1,200 works for me. Perfect. So I want to have Kinsuke Office on the show. As Kinsuke Office, we'll have Kinsuke Sasaki, Katsuhiko Nakajima, Kinta Miyahara, which Miyahara's momentum's on really well. We need to have the same type of energy for Nakajima, who's cooled off a little bit. As we'll have them take on the team. Tiger Mask. We probably don't have enough New Japan guys actually. Goto. And, yeah, no, we don't have enough New Japan guys. Probably not. We'll throw Tsujua out there, I guess. Nah, let's better not. Better not do that. I'm about throwing those out there, just be like, oh, fuck it. Invader team. I really have no idea what we could do instead. Guess we could do Marufuji, Taue, and Kotor Suzuki. I guess this is what I get. Well, we'll have it be a tag match instead. How about that? As do the Goto Tiger Mask and Kinsuke Nakajima, which again, this these two teams, we're gonna have Marufuji and Ogawa instead. So I want to. We'll probably have Nakajima win here, but we'll actually do a rematch later on. So we might just end up doing kind of split between the two. Maybe not. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just do Marufuji and Ogawa. We'll just have it be this instead, just to kind of get a bit of a time frame of where we're going to be after this, as we're going to have Goto beat Ogawa. Here we go. I still want to have Kinsuke Office be in some match. We'll do Nakajima, Miyahara, and Okita instead. They're going to take on the team of... Oh yeah, we can do Future Shock now. Yeah, let's do that. Harada, Ohara, and Katoge. 16 minutes. Nakajima's going to win, as he's going to beat Ohara. Welcome back. You lose the Nakajima. There we go. That's a fun, mid-card match. Kanamura and Kenta. Sakuraba, Kushida. As well as Kenta beat Kushida, rather. Which I feel bad for, but, Kenta could probably use a win. In a while. Give it 22 minutes. Feel bad because we've kind of used Sakuraba a lot as of late. So we probably need to pump the brakes on it a little bit, at least for days 10 and then into the final day. So at least he's going into there 100% into that match. As we'll probably 6-man as far as Stu Ishimori with Aoki and Suzuki against Red Dragon and Roderick Strong. Some more undercard stuff. We'll have this one be the Steal the Show match. As then we're going to have Kyle beat Taiji Shimori here to lead into the title match. So keep him strong. Oh, not Aoki. Shimori, there we go. Oh, and this one steal the show. Cool, and Shimori took it. I mean, that's awesome. Good stuff. Way to put over the future kid as, yeah, I mean, this is gonna be quite the interesting card. As far as we got a lot of, like, the future on this show. But speaking of the future, let's have Aoyagi and Inoue take on the team of, let's see here, I'm trying to think what would be the best case scenario. So we could do Shibata. No, we can't do that. I was thinking we could do Go and someone. That'd kind of be a waste. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could do Morishima and Rikio. To give Morishima a win. It's kind of needed one. Say, Yoagi. Not a great match. That's going to be a carry job by Morishima there. Yeah, this is actually going to go there. And this is a crazy card. Besides the opener there. So I think that's going to stay the opener. Might not, though, because I'm kind of running out of people to really use. Let's do Jun and Saito. Ishikawa. Tanaka. That's right, Ishikawa's got chronic lower back pain now, so let's probably stay away from using him. Guess we could do Jinbei. Let's try Takayama Jinbei versus Chris Hero and Alex Payne. Sure. How did we get there? I'm not really sure. Actually, let's do Go Kajiwara. Yeah, this kind of makes no sense, but it is what it is. It's Hero. It's going to be Kajiwara. We're just trying to get the young lions better in this match is what this is. Yeah, we'll have it go there. Alright. See how the show goes. It's a 53 to kick it off. Morishima with a 69 carrying this one as he gets the one with the Maze Impact over Masashi Aoyagi as in 12:38. Morishima with a 68 or 69, Jesus, as 42 for Inoue, 41 for Rikio, 22 Aoyagi. Not great at all. He was off his game. As a 62 for the established guy, Young Lion tag match. Zero tapping out Satoshi Kajiwara with the Hangman's Clutch in 13:08. Satoshi Osaka with a 67, 66 for Hero. Satoshi Kajiwara with a 41, and then Alex Payne with a 40, as Hero and Alex Payne don't work well as a team. That would be duly noted as the sixth man of Kensuke Office and Future Shock. Kensuke Office gets the win as Future Shock take the fall in 15:45. Nakajima pinning O'Hara with a bridging German suplex. As a 61 for Miyahara, best guy in the match, followed by Nakajima with a 55. As let's go ahead, because Nakajima had a Young Lion gimmick and it was rated awful. And it's like, oh, we need to definitely change that. And now it's a martial artist, which is, hey, rated very good. There we go. Nice change there for Nakajima. It's a 47 for Harada, rather, and then Kotoge with a 44. Okita doing better than Hajime Ohara is not great. A 58 for the Anti-No Mercy Union, 6-man against Rather Strong and Red Dragon. It's Kyle O'Reilly tapping out Taiji Shimoi with an ankle lock. It's a 65 for Ishimori, 62s for Suzuki and Aoki, 45 for Bobby Fish, 43 for Roger Strong, and a 53 for Kyle O'Reilly. There's a 69, nice, for the New Japan Noah match. So it's nice to see that's going to do pretty fucking good as far as in the next, when we actually run the show, as Goto and Tiger Mask get the win this time around as the New Japan team beat the Noah team as Goto tapping out Ogawa in 1814. So yeah, I mean, Goto really doing well, Marufuji doing well, Tiger Mask doing well, but then Hokawa with the 49 just get dragged to the finish line. I don't know, Marufuji just loves dragging the older talent in his tag matches. As a 67, so it actually did better than the main event that we had established. I mean, that's definitely should have not been Kanamoto, probably should have been Loki instead. But, I mean, Sakuraba's not doing well at all, though. Sakuraba's taking a nosedive as far as ratings-wise. As Kenta with a 72, carrying this one as he hits the go-to-sleep on Kenta, or on Kashida in 22-17. As, yeah, I mean, Kashida almost outperformed Sakuraba, which is great, but it's not a great sign to just see how far Sakuraba's fallen. It's a 67. You know, really the wrong thing was on the main, but that's alright. You know, still pretty good stuff. The Hero Alex Payne Go Kajiwara match was wrongly placed. Which is fine. You know, it's no big deal. Now, on to day 10, our last tour show of the episode. Can't believe it. We have, man, we've been here a long time. Yeah, this has been a long episode. But hopefully it'll be worth it with 2 great shows out of it. As that's the game plan going forward. And there's really no pieces of mail really happening. And yep, on to day 10. Alright, day 10. Another backstage incident. And again, it's Kobashi passing on microphone work to Go Shiozaki. So really, the big thing here is we want to give people breaks. Really, Sakuraba's the main one. Because it's just like, man, he is... As I think he got injured in July. I had the concussion that took him out for a while. But, I mean, hopefully, you know, the big thing is hopefully that we're able to get everything really rocking and rolling. I just want to look at the fatigue. So Goto's pretty low. Everybody else is good to go. As far as also, too, we obviously we don't want to use Ultimate Dragon just yet. But, we can use, like, Taniguchi and Jinbei. Yeah, we can use Mexico's Most Wanted. Or, at least Los Perros de Mal, de Japón. So we could do Pero with Halloween and Crazy against Future Shock. Sushi Toge. This could be an opener. And so we'll have Harada beat Halloween. Tainted, that's alright. It's 12 minutes. Alex Payne. Oh, he's 20 in Kanto. He finally did it. As we'll have him lose to... Let's see who would probably be a good candidate. Thinking Jinbei. Just to have Jinbei be in there, get a nice little win. He does still have the strain rotator cuff, so maybe we'll lay off. We're going to do Saito. So 15, Saito getting the win. So we'll do tag match. Do Taue and Marufuji against, I think would be best case scenario here. Yeah, maybe not. There's really, because I mean we've obviously built up to the point where everything's pretty much ready to go. As no one getting injured is the thing. So I think we'll actually do Ishimori with Aoki against Red Dragon. Kind of again, obviously we just saw the 6-man. That's all we've done, is the 6-man. Okay, we haven't done a tag match variety of this. We'll have this be set for Steal the Show. As we'll have Ishimori beat. Actually, we'd rather have Kyle win and have him beat Aoki, but we're just gonna have Ishimori beat Fish. Oh, not tainted. Decisive. And we'll have it be set for Steal the Show. There we go. There we got the undercard. Let's see what we're gonna do at the top of the card now. I'm waiting for a strong Win Japan to get signed. I don't know what's taking so long. It's kind of scaring me. How long it's taken. Not a lot of great options here. We're gonna do Go and Kenta, Kobashi, against Shabbat. Now, I was actually going to have Sakuraba, but again, you know, I just kind of talked about it. It's like, well, we've kind of used Sakuraba a lot as of late. But fuck it, we'll do it. Because we need something. We need something to be kind of in the main, co-main area. We're going to have Shibata beat Kobashi. Oh, boy. So I'm sure Kobashi's going to love that. We'll keep him strong. Oh, he is the road agent. Beat Tallway. Wow, didn't complain. He knows. He knows not to fuck with Katsuri Shibata. Let's see here. So we could do... Yeah, I would love to see Takayama and Key team up. And see who they could take on. It could make sense, at least. So it's like, well, we could do Bison and Roderick Strong. As like, that's not a great team, but it's something, at least, just to have Takayama get a win. Because he hasn't gotten a win in a while. He'll beat Bison. Yeah, we could put that there, I guess. Because Key's going to carry that match for the most part. And we need something to go in between the co-main here. Or in between the main and that match there. So we need a co-main, rather, is what I meant to say. This will do Morishima. Rikio, and then probably Ogawa. Taking on the Kensuke office team, and then Miyahara. 17 with Nakajima beating Rikio. To get that pop boost. Awesome. Beats him clean. Not even gonna complain about it. Perfect. Alright. Let's see what happens here. As Los Perros de Mal de Japón take the fall to Future Shock. Daisuke Rada pinning Halloween with a Rada pistol. 11:43. Super Crazy, best guy in the match, followed by Daisuke Rada. Got 44 for Perro Aguayo Jr. It's great. Katoge with a 43, 40 for Halloween, and then Hajime Ohara with a 30. Man, he just hit that injury really kind of stunted his growth in a lot of ways. Alex Payne outperforms Akatoshi Saito, but he's going to take the fall here. So Alex Payne kind of short as he loses to the Death Brand in 12:44. Probably should have been the opener. That's okay. It's a 62 though for the junior tag match of Ishimori and Naoki against Red Dragon, as Ishimori gets the win with Remo Sirio and over Bobby Fish in 12:35. And Bobby Fish got Riley being a great team there. As a 64 for Takayama and Loki, as Takayama beating Bison Smith there for a suplex. He needs that win. You know, that was a much needed win for Takayama and No Mercy as a whole. They've been kind of falling by the wayside as of late. As a 63 for the 6-man, as not enough selling shown. As Kitsugawa is getting the win. 16:54 as Nakajima pinning Rikio with a bridging German suplex. That's a big fucking guy to be hitting a bridging German suplex for Nakajima there, but he got a 56. Would have loved him to hit the 60s, but that's alright. 67s for Kinsuke Sasaki and Takeshi Morishima. 63 for Miyahara, 56 for Nakajima, 50 for Ogawa, and a 45 for Rikio's. Well, gotten a little bit better, and a 70 for our main event as Shibata and Sakuraba beat Kenta Kobashi and Go Shiozaki. Shibata with 75, best guy in the match, followed by Kobashi. 64 for Go, 61 for Sakuraba. Is Shibata pinning Kenta Kobashi with a PK kick in 18:28. You'll love to see that. As a 69 to end out the no more tour dates. How about that? 10 down. And now, to end out the episode, the Great Voyage in Tokyo show, Sakuraba Kenta, where I got Kobashi teaming up with Kings of Wrestling, which that should be a really good match. I mean, we should have a pretty good show. As finally, there's Strong Big Japan getting signed to a handshake deal, and then Bobby Fish wants a raise. We'll give him 75%. We'll meet them somewhat in the middle. Yeah, and awesome. Sakuraba's just got one more appearance left on his contract, so it works out pretty well. As, we are in a very good spot here. As just to kind of, again, show everyone before we advance. Our best show, we want to get that 80. We want to hit that 80 for the show. Our best show yet, still the first navigation. But, you know what? We just did. As far as, we've had the Day 8 show was our 5th best show. It's kind of crazy. We've had some tour days in there. Now, we had 7 and 8. As far as for our 2nd, 7th, and 8th have all been a part of this top 10, which is awesome. Even if you go to the top 15, we got a Day 3. And it's a great sign. It's a great sign to see how far we've come. So yeah, hopefully now we can get an 80-plus event is what I'm hoping for, event rating. We probably won't get it with this show because of Sakuraba's ratings, a little hit and miss. But other than that, I think it should be a pretty good show. Alright, so they got us at the Sayama Super Arena, which is probably where we're going to be. Don't think we'll change that. As Akitoshi Saito, brought forward wrestlers court accused of failing to pick up his share of the tab on the shared rental car. The judge, Kazushi Sakuraba, found him guilty and sentenced him to pay for the full cost and reimburse his travel partners. Small positive impact for Akitoshi Saito there. So, I just want to, I'm assuming, that will be the biggest that we'll have. Because I'm thinking, because that's right, this mod, the Tokyo Dome is like 70,000 for a sellout, yeah. But I mean, hey, 35,000, not bad at all. Almost a sellout of the Sayama Super Arena. It would be a sellout of the Cebu Dome. That's pretty good. And before you know it, it'll be selling out Jinju Stadium. So that's exciting. Alright, so, we already got everything pre-booked, so that's a great sign. Sakuraba, Kenta, main event. Gonna go 33 minutes. 35 in total, with obviously Kenta getting the win there in the main event. And then co-main, Go Shiozaki and Katsuyori Shibata. And Shibata's gonna win, leading up to Shibata Kenta for the JC Heavyweight title at a later date. So I'm sure that's what everyone assumed going forward, what that plan was going to be for that match. We might do a stare down, actually, just to add to it, because I think that'd be very, very fun. Shibata. So, stared. So, I guess for A. The GHC Heavyweight title. Yeah, 3 minutes is fine. Kenta Shabbat. Cool stuff there. We don't really do angles. Figured that it'd be a nice change of pace. Then I believe the Kensuke Office Kobashi with Kings of Wrestling is the next match. I want to say that is it. Yeah, that is it. As Kobashi is going to beat Kensuke Sasaki there. Oh, of course, we have Kobashi as the road agent. Let's change that. There we go. Then now we're into the title matches again, as Kashida, Kendo Kashin against Aoki and Suzuki. We're going to have that steal the show, and Kushida's going to beat whoever, if it's Kotori Suzuki or Atsushi Aoki. Doesn't really matter. All I know is we got new junior tag champs. And then the junior match of Kyle O'Reilly and Ishimori, which Ishimori's going to win in 16 minutes. Then we have the Takayama Loki, Morishima, Zack Sabre Jr., which Zack's going to win. He's going to beat Loki here. And wow, I'm surprised Loki actually let him take the win there. That's pretty crazy. We kept him strong. We didn't make it decisive, but that's a huge upset for Zack Sabre Jr. beating his former partner. And we got, obviously, Goto, Tiger Mask, Marufuji, and Ogawa, which their match during the tour was a 69. Which is nice, which should do a little bit better now that we're here on an actual show here. So we're going to give them 20, which is a long time for the second match on the card. But Ultimo Dragon and Jimmy Yang to kick off the show is going to get about 12. There we go. And we're at 184. Perfect. Perfect. Just what I wanted. We could maybe give something a little bit more time if we wanted to, but I think we'll keep it at 184 with, Shabbat doing the post-match angle with the stare down with Kinta. Should be very, very fun. And now we'll do our two pre-show matches. So let's see, but the first one will probably be a Momono Sushin tag, as it always is. Oh, I guess it could be Harada and O'Hara. And Bison Smith, Keith Walker. And, yeah, I guess we just have a lot of junior teams. That's kind of all we got, so we can go, I think at least, my medical is right. Yes, it is. They should be ready to go. Loki's got a swollen calf muscle, though. I guess that's new. Guess I should have looked at that. And Goto's got a broken nose. Great, that's what happens when everybody works everywhere else. So yeah, that happened. Damn. I don't see the... Oh, then Goto's happened here. He broke his nose. So yeah, in DDT and Dragon Gate, they increased their production values to high quality, so we have to do that, which cost... but now it's going to cost $15,000 a month plus $10,000 per show, which is not great, especially as we're about to have a big long tour coming up with the Tag League. But so far we're at $64,000. Obviously, with this show, should bump up the ticket sales up, and we should be perfect as far as that goes. So that's great. But still, we're making good money as far as contracts wise. We're not going to lose anything besides this happening in November. But that's alright, though. Everything else should be pretty much golden. We really should not have banked on DDT not doing so well, because they have been killing it. They are, they are just rolling right through everybody. Very scary. I think we've created a monster, and letting them get big, and that's not going to be fun to deal with. So we're going to have Daisuke with Okabayashi. Can't believe they're not on the show. But we're going to have Strong League Japan with Masado Tanaka take on the Taue Akiyama Saito team. It's not a great match, actually, just because Taue and Saito's going to bring it down, but the Strong League Japan team will get the win with Masao Tanaka's. I don't care who takes the fall there for Sakamoto to get the win. And then we'll probably do another 6-man, actually. Probably be a junior 6-man. Probably be I guess Future Shock in this case, taking on Los Perros de Mal as a Perro Guayo Jr. Halloween with Super Crazy. Which, we've done this back at, day 10, so not too long ago, and they got a 51. We'll do it again here. And just because it's a pre-show match, we'll give them the win this time around, though, as Crazy will beat O'Hara. Good stuff there. Alright, that is the show. Pretty good. Pretty good. I think it should, obviously that main event's going to be a little interesting. It's got to beat, I want to say what, so it was a 74 Kenta Tsujua. I don't think it's going to be that good, but who knows? Maybe. They'll surprise me. I just don't see it happening. But, hey, we had a 16,000 sell in Osaka, which really I think our biggest problem was having to build stuff in Osaka, which I think it's fine that we do that, because it's realistic. That's what New Japan, or not New Japan, Jesus Christ, that's what Noah does. But hopefully this Great Voyage in Tokyo show does really, really well, because we needed that, and we need a good show, we need a good month. As the first of two pre-show matches, Future Shock, Los Perros de Mal de Japón, as Los Perros de Mal de Japón get the win. Super Crazy pinning Hajime Ohara with the trifecta. 59 for Super Crazy, 56 for Harada, 46 for Perro Aguayo Jr., Toge with a 42, 37 for Halloween, and then he was off his game and he's still outperforming Hajime Ohara. Ohara fucking stinks. I don't know what's going on. I hope eventually he'll get better, but it's not looking good for him. So the next pre-show match is the 56. Just kind of all over the place here. Not enough time being shown, which is hilarious. It's a pre-show match. But Daisuke pins Akatoshi Saito with a moonsault. Sakamoto 71, 64 for Yuji Kobayashi, 63 for Masado Tanaka, 66 for Jun Akiyama, 39 and 37 for Taue and Saito. not great there. So 52 to kick off the show. Jimmy Yang went to the Yang time. Jimmy Yang was off his game. We didn't need that. But, I mean, 52 could have been worse. We've had much worse openers, especially even on the final show. We get it right back there with a 74 the very next match. As, even with the broken nose, Goto still outperforms everybody. Marufuji pinning Goto with the Shirin-Ryu as a 63 for Tiger Mask 4, 54 Ogawa. Not bad. Not bad at all. 1950 there as a 66 for Takayama and Ki against Morishima and Zack. As even Ki, even with the swollen calf muscle, still outperforms everybody, which is crazy. As Morishima with a 72, 74 for Loki, 60 for Zack Sabre Jr. Fuck, I don't know what's going on with Takayama. That's a 59. That's not great. Man, oh man. That is not good. I know he's kind of getting up there in age, but that's still very scary. As the second defense for Taiji Shimori for his GHC Junior Heavyweight title reign, as he gets the win in 15:46 with Hermosillo. As Ishimori the 61, 55 for Kyle O'Reilly. So 69 for the GHC Junior Tag match. Wow, Kushida and Kendo Kashin. Zero chemistry between the two. Wrong team won there. That's going to be fun to deal with. Man, Kushida. Now, being I believe, is, him and Kashin, that is just not it. Boy, I feel really bad for Aoki and Suzuki there. That ain't it. It's an 81, wow, for this 6-man. As Kenta Kobashi with the Kings of Wrestling beat Kinsuke Office. As Kenta Kobashi pinning Kinsuke with a burning lariat in 27-16. As Hero then 84, 79 for Kobashi, 78 for Kensuke, 71 for Claudio, 67 for Katsuhiko Nakajima. Jesus, he came out of nowhere. He was getting outperformed by Miyahara the entire tour. Then all of a sudden he's going to show up when it matters and have a hell of a match there. It's 81. That is good stuff there. It's a 75 for Go and Shibata. Wow, Shibata actually gets outperformed thanks to Go. Thanks to him being off his game as Go killing it. That was 69 and 67 for Shibata. Shibata gets the win with the PK kick in 27-16. And then your main event, it's a 73. Kenta tried. Sakuraba off his game. Not a great show for Laughter 7 there, but Kenta gets the win with the Go to Sleep at 32-48. It's the 7th defense of his GHC heavyweight title, and he's been on a tear, and the stare down gets a 68. Oh boy, how's the show do? I mean, he gets a 73. Man, figured Sakuraba Kenta would struggle. Figured the angle would actually help it out, but it kind of didn't. It's crazy that the Marufuji, Ogawa, Goto, Tiger Mask 4 match actually did. This is the third best match on the card. It's better than main. But that's the way she goes sometimes. Sometimes these shows don't go your way. But that's okay, though, as we're going to give some love to Chris Hero, for one, because he keeps on being awesome. We're going to give some love to Kenta, and we're going to give some love to Go Shiozaki, because Go really helping out. Kenta's been just on a tear, but Go outperforming Shibata, who's been on a tear. I'm sure that match would have been a little bit better had he been on his game, but that's okay. Still works out pretty well for everybody involved. As that will do it for this episode. I can't believe it. We finally made it to the end here. So thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time for what will be the Tag League. And, that Tag League is looking... It was going to be a little bit better before we fucked over All Japan and ruined those plans. But All Japan didn't want to give us the guys, so we just figured, fuck them. They don't want to deal with us talent trading-wise. We just want to have a relationship with them. Hopefully it all plans out and everything works well. As far as, what Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli have been doing so far. It's been incredible, and they look to cap off with a great tag league as well, being the champions. As I will catch you guys there. Take care, everyone.